three-pronged approach when we're at the listing, where we have multiple sources of data, right? Because sometimes what happens is the seller has a price in mind, and I have a different price in mind, but I take ownership of that price as the agent. And now what I'm doing is I'm driving a wedge in the relationship in a situation where I'm trying to build a bridge, right? I'm trying to create trust. I'm trying to create a relationship with this seller. And if I take too much ownership of that price, now I'm creating a divide. I'm creating that that anxiousness, that nervousness that sometimes happen in a two-way discussion. So one approach that I would recommend is that we're referencing multiple data points, right? So we're looking at Zillow, we're looking at NAR, RPR, we're looking at the old school MLS comps, and then we're looking at some sort of CMA software, right? Where we've got human element, we've got AI intelligence, and then we've got something that maybe might take both of them together and put them in a blender. And now when I say, listen, Mr. Seller, I think it's worth 500,000. The computer thinks it's worth 515, and the hybrid model thinks it's worth 495. I know you want 575. Help me understand where you see that in the data. And I think what that helps, what it does is, number one, it helps the seller understand that what your goal is to share the market conditions. And the greater chance of success we have in helping the seller accomplish their goal is to price it, accurately. So that would be the best advice. And the second thing I just listening to you recant this story is I would just remind the agent, are we listening? Why is that seller on that price? Is it a superstitious number? Does it mean something to them personally? Like, we all have these favorite numbers, these numbers that speak to us and our family and our history. Is it a financial thing? Like, they need X for them to be able to get to the location that they want to get to when they're done selling. So we got to listen. We have to understand, because there may be a way to help them achieve their goal, even at the price point that we're recommending, but maybe discussing some other options that they didn't think about, because it's the whole process. When you're talking about a seller, we have to understand, where are they going? Where do they want to be? And then you kind of backfill from there.